Welcome back to the Rich Eisen Show. Undateable Season 3 returns to NBC Friday, October 9th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. Crucial that we mark the time because this season will be live in its entirety. And Rick Glassman back here on the Rich Eisen Show from Undateable. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you, Rich.
Live. Like live.
Yeah.
100% live.
100% live.
Yeah. And that's tomorrow is the first one. So this is like your last day of being prepping for that live performance?
This is the last day of prepping for that. Then we mess it up tomorrow.
Yes.
And then we have every week we get to try to recover. And I'm confident that like episode 7 or 8 we'll have it figured out.
Or management will just say, let's just tape it again.
No, I think that they're going to commit to it. I don't think they're going to. Yeah, I think that they're going to say, well, we failed. The saying goes, when you fall off the horse, get back on it, but don't mess up a live show, or something like that. I don't remember exactly how it goes.
That was from the OK Corral.
The OK Corral,
yes, back in the day.
But it's a new generation, and now it's less about messing up shows and more about actually staying on the horse.
And so, are you enjoying the idea? This is good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
I like it because we're all friends. Obviously, we've been working together for a few years now, but some of us, we've known each other. Two of the guys, Chris and Brent, I've known since pretty much I moved out to LA about 7 years ago.
Right.
And we like to mess with each other a lot, and I'm looking forward to the time when we get comfortable enough to try to throw one another off in a way to either we don't fail or we get to recover in a fun way.
But don't say that now, because you want to use the whole, I didn't ask permission, I just went ahead and did.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, no. You're just talking about somebody else.
They're gonna,
right.
They're gonna push us off the horse.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like that's, the analogy still.
No, we're doing a horse.
But you know what I mean. Like you don't give your EPs and management the heads up
Rich,
that you're going to
I get
do
what
this.
you're saying. I'm trying to recover,
Get off of it.
and you're still highlighting this. I will not be pushing anybody off horses.
You're going to stay scripted. Attaboy. Rick Glassman here in studio, and this is, I believe, your third or your fourth visit to this program. And the first time that you came on here, you were like, "Look, I'm more of a basketball guy. The NFL, I'm a fan of it.
I've heard of it.
But my grandmother is the biggest fan in the family of football. And now look where we are here in our DraftOps.com Friends of Rich Pick 3 League, where you are in this mix.
Yeah.
And so is your grandma. Is this the first competition you've ever been involved with Grandma Gloria Glassman?
It's the first competition I've been involved with where she's been in the running. Last time we were here, we talked about it. There's always been a competition in the family of who's the favorite grandson. And since bringing her on this show, I've moved up to around the middle. But I've never been in a competition with her.
Okay.
But there is one thing in common that I have with Grandma right now that has kind of always been the case, and that is that we're both beating Snoop Dogg.
Yes, that is true. These are all true facts.
Yeah.
Things that you've never thought you'd ever be able to say.
Don't put words in my mouth, Rich.
Okay.
Because that's something I've been pretty confident about since around 10th grade.
So let's take a look. We'll get to the overall standings in a moment, but let's get to your picks for Week 5 here after you finished 11th last week out of the 14.
You could just say 11th, because when you say out of 14, it makes it sound like I'm really, really bad at
it's
what
okay.
So.
Wait till we get to the overall standings. You and I are in the same world of private pile, to use that phrase.
It's also from the OK Corral.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
That's right. Yeah. From the Full Metal Jacket. Here are your picks for Week 5. You want to walk through them for me here?
Sure.
Who's your quarterback for Week 5?
Peyton Manning.
For the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
Against the Oakland Raiders. You like Peyton Manning in this
I've heard of Peyton Manning. Yeah. And my mother always said, do jokes about Snoop Dogg on TV, and if you heard of them, that's probably good enough. That's why I feel like people that know nothing about March Madness win. They pick Gonzaga, or they pick things that they heard of, or they like dogs, or whatever it is. That's something, and I'm a 20-year-old girl picking the brackets for March Madness.
Now, hold on a minute. Now, your pick at running back is not, somebody that's on the side or, has their own shoe deal. I mean, I'm sure Eddie Lacy may, but you're going Eddie Lacy for the Packers?
I'm going Eddie Lacy for the Packers. So, incidentally, is someone apparently my father has heard of. I go to Dad sometimes. Go to Dad sometimes.
So, Eddie, this is a pick from the Glassman.
This is a suggestion.
This is a suggestion. Box.
And I said to my dad, I feel like that guy doesn't have his own shoe,
but
I feel maybe we could do some fun bits.
And if he performs well in your pick 3, maybe sky's the limit.
Sure.
And then your final pick, your wide receiver / tight end, you're going with who? You're going with Rob Gronkowski.
Gronkowski.
Okay.
Gronkowski.
of the New England Patriots.
Yeah.
Well, Manning, Lacey, and Gronkowski are your picks for the DraftOps.com Pick 3 Friends of Rich Celebrity League. So now let's check on the overall standings as you're playing for People Assisting the Homeless, PATH at www.epath.org. So hopefully you can win $1,000 for that organization with these with that lineup. So here you go. I'm going to describe for the radio audience. You mentioned you're beating Snoop Dogg. You are beating him by 25 points. Snoop also came to the party a little late. I am just 9 points ahead of you in 12th place.
9.78.
Stone Street, who joined also a week late, is 7 points ahead of me, almost even with Manganello. There you are, Chris Law, 9th. Fan of the week is 8th. And now we get to the top. The first half of the league standings. Cantrell is 7th, Colin Hanks 6th, Jake Tapper 5, Billy Gardell 4, Chris Brockman is 6 points behind Gillian Jacobs, who's 2 overall. And look who's leading that. Read that name out for the radio audience, Rick Glassman. Read that name out.
I believe that's hashtag Grandma Gloria Glassman.
It's, your grandma is winning this league through 4 weeks.
Yeah. And
how's that going on in the household? Is she...
Truth, I haven't been speaking to her as much as I used to. She's been a little busy. She's tough to get on the phone.
Well, can we rectify that?
I told her that I'm going to be on and it might want to try to call her, and she said she'll try.
She'll try?
She was calling me 3 times a day.
Okay.
Now she's trying to make a call?
Law, can you,
I got
can
the
you
number
get on
here.
the phone?
Let's dial her up right now.
Okay. In the meantime, do you know where we might find her right now at this point in time? Is she?
She's probably she's probably on her way to work.
Or on her way to work right now. Okay. Grandma Gloria Glassman. We're going to put the two together.
She's probably wearing sunglasses, really expensive sunglasses now.
Well, you know, when she came in here last time, she was wearing some very nice sequin Cleveland Brown outfit.
All right, it's ringing.
Okay, there we go. Rick Glassman in studio. Let's hope Grandma Gloria.
Hello.
Oh.
Hey, Grandma.
Hi, Ricola.
I'm trying to call Dad. Do you know where he's at?
Dad?
Yeah.
He's at work.
Is he at work?
Huh?
Grandma, hear me better. You know, I'm on television right now. Hear me better. We're doing fun. Okay,
I'm
Rich, say
hearing
hi.
you.
This isn't doing much.
Hi, Grandma Glassman. It's Rich. How are you?
Hi, Rick. Oh, I'm wonderful. I'm going to work right now.
Okay. Well, are you driving right now?
I'm fine. I have a Bluetooth. I'm fine.
Okay.
No, you don't. Since when?
Be quiet, Ricola.
All right, sorry, Grandma.
You're winning. You're killing it. You're crushing everybody, Grandma. What's?
But I didn't have a good week last week. I couldn't make up my mind. As a matter of fact, my son Steven helped me and didn't do so good. So this week I'm doing it all by myself.
You're all on your own.
I'm all,
Can I go over your picks with you? I have them here in front of me.
absolutely.
Okay, here we go. Grandma Gloria Glassman, the leader of this pack through 4 weeks. The DraftOps.com Friends of Rich picked Week 5. Do you remember who you picked at quarterback, Grandma?
Yes, my friend Tom Brady.
My friends? Oh, Grandma, you've changed.
Coming out of the bye week, you think he'll do well, Grandma?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They got that against the Dallas Cowboys. You and I have the same running back this week, Grandma Glassman. We have the same one.
I have Le'Veon Bell, right?
You have Le'Veon Bell in the Monday Night Football game in San Diego.
Right. I think he'll do well because, you know, Vic isn't going to pass so much, so I think he'll do well.
Okay. And then your wide receiver is a tight end this week,
Yeah.
too.
The Gronk. I like him.
She's going with Gronk, just like you, Rick.
Yeah.
Like,
Rick pick him, too?
yeah.
Yeah.
He did.
Oh, well. Yeah, I think they'll do well this week. They're coming off a bye, and they're playing Dallas, who I can't stand. But they got the ugly quarterback we used to have.
All right, Grandma. It's a little superficial when you're talking about your Bluetooths and
Brady, Bell, and Gronk are Grandma Gloria Glassman.
Right.
I am mandated to ask you before I say goodbye to Grandma.
Yes.
What were you thinking when the Browns jumped off sides at the end of the game yesterday for what would have been a missed field goal to bring out overtime last Sunday?
Well, you can ask your Uncle Robert. I almost broke a window, but I can't tell you what I said on the radio. I went crazy. Only in Cleveland this would happen. Wouldn't happen anywhere else, only in Cleveland. And the fellow that was off Williams, he played great. I mean, he's a good player. He's probably one of the only defensive players we had that played great. He had to make the mistake.
Well, it looks like we're going to have to get Uncle Robert on the phone to find out what you said.
This whole Draft Ops Friends of Rich League is a Glassman family affair. This is great.
Yes, it is. It's fun. I'm enjoying every bit of it, and you are superb, Rich.
Thank you, Grandma. Thanks
And you always look so good. I
Thank you.
really enjoy looking at your clothes.
Thanks, Grandma.
The clothes.
Get to work nice and safe, okay? Thanks for calling in.
And thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Okay,
Bye,
great.
Rick. I love you.
Bye, Grams. Love you.
There you go. A reminder, DraftOps.com is the official daily fantasy site of the Rich Eisen Show because it is so simple to play and so easy to win. Allow the success and aura of Grandma Glassman to motivate you to visit DraftOps.com today and play Pick 3. So go to DraftOps.com, pick, watch, win. That's DraftOps.com. I love how your whole family's into this, Rick.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
Yeah, man. They're in.
They're in.
My dad called me yesterday. He said, I heard you're going to be on Rich tomorrow. And I said, how did you know that? She said, Grandma told me. And we're like, what kind of direct line do you guys have to my grandma now? You called me when she was on the other day. Said, Grandma just killed it on Rich Eisen. I didn't know she was on it. I was here. We called her on the phone, and now you guys are talking to her. I'm not part of it. All I'm beating is Snoop Dogg. She's getting Bluetooths, barely answering the phone, and talking about how your clothes look good.
Well, you're too busy being a live comic actor on Undateable Season 3. Good luck with that.
Thanks, Rich.
Debuting tomorrow night, October 9th, the first of a full live season of Undateable on NBC Friday, 8 p. Eastern, 7 p. Central. Good to see you, Rick Glassman.
Good to see you, man.
You bet. We're back with more here on The Rich Eisen Show in a moment.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.